So today I'm going to make some pumpkin scones for our science experiment. So we're going to make two batches, a baking soda batch with cornstarch and cream of tartar, and the other batch is going to be with baking powder. So let's get this project is baking soda, you need cream of tartar, you're going to need some cornstarch, ground cinnamon, baking powder, powdered sugar, granulated sugar, all-purpose flour, sea salt, pumpkin puree. You're going to need a glass digital kitchen scale, like this one here. You're going to need a ruler or a tape measure. And you'll need a handy oven mitt, maybe some toothpicks, simple kitchen items. So the next thing you want to do is line a baking sheet with parchment paper like this. It's not going to stay completely, but that's okay. And preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Next step is we are going to mix these dry ingredients together. You can use a fork or spoon, something easy to mix with. And you're going to be mixing up your ingredients, your dry ingredients here. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 7 tablespoons granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, a half a teaspoon salt, a half a teaspoon ground cinnamon, a half a teaspoon ground nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves, and a 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger. Now for the science experiment, if you're going to do the science experiment with these scones, you're going to want to make 2 recipes, but instead of using the baking powder, instead you're going to use cornstarch, baking soda, and cream of tartar. And you can find online how to substitute for 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So now your mixture should look like this, a bunch of flour, and it should smell strongly of spices. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get out 6 tablespoons of cold butter. Make sure it's refrigerated, that you didn't just buy it from the store, because it can definitely make a difference in the recipe. Now what you're going to do to this butter is you're going to cut it into small cubes. And you're going to add it into the flour mixture. So one by one you're going to add the butter cubes. So you're going to use your forks. You're going to hold them like this and rub them against the butter. Squeeze that butter. And you're going to do that until the mixture is very crumbly. What we're going to do is we are going to add our wet ingredients to the bowl. We're going to add our 1 egg, a half a cup of canned pumpkin, our 3 tablespoons of half and half. And we're going to whisk that. So we're going to take our mixture and do this side-by-side motion until everything is thoroughly combined. Make sure it mixes real good, guys. You take it over here and you say, woohoo! That's our pumpkin mixture. Our wet mixture for the scones. Yay! Now we've got our 2 mixtures here. Our dry mixture and our pumpkin wet mixture. And now we're going to add the 2 together. So we are going to fold this wet mixture into the dry mixture. So we're going to pour all that. Okay, so we're mixing these 2 in now. We're folding them in together. And you kind of make sure that the flour is well mixed in there. So guys, we are going to take this dough here. It should be pretty much a dough now. And we're going to add some flour on the table. And we're going to knead this a few times. So I don't know if you guys know how to knead, but you take this and you're kind of folding it over and around. You make sure all these ingredients are mixed together. Just do that a few times. Next step is you're going to take this, and you can roll it out if you want to, but what I do is I just flatten it down a little bit, pat down the dough, make it like a round shape, kind of like this. So then you're going to cut it into 6 triangles like this. You're going to put them on the baking sheet that you put parchment paper on earlier. And these are going to go in the oven for 14 to 16 minutes or until lightly browned.